This weekend will be the makings of the beginning of the Kamloops Broncos football season. The Broncos will hold their annual spring camp at Hillside to begin putting together the building blocks for the season, which begins in late July. Broncos spring camp is an evaluation process. It's not the be-all and end-all.
There's guys that are going to not come back to after spring camp. There's guys that aren't going to be at spring camp that will get into main camp. So after this weekend, the recruiting's not done, so there's still a lot to do.
The Broncos expect upwards of 40 or more players back from last season's team. That's one of the biggest number of returnees that they've ever had. But they've also lost some talent in key positions that will have to be filled through the evaluation process, more recruiting, and then the main camp.
On the defense, with the graduation of Stephen Liss, Grady Chalmers, and those type of guys, it's we got to replace those type of guys. And you know, he was a 5-year guy and Kamloops kid, an all-star, and it hurts losing him. But you know, we knew we were going to lose Grady and with Steve as well. So we got to, our front seven, we have to be able to stout that up again.
The team has an off-season, but there really isn't one for the coach and his staff. They've spent months talking to potential recruits, working the phones, beating the bushes for talent. One of the best recruiting tools the program has is the facility they play in at Hillside Stadium, with the university right out the back door.
It's an unbelievable advantage that we have. There's no other team in our league or the CJFL that is right at a university it's basically, you know, it's fairly easy to get into, and all the credits from them transfer directly to any Canada West program. So they come here for 2 years, they go off to CIS program, they have 3 years of school left, and they have 5 years to play football. So it's being a student athlete's tough. So getting that advantage, it's a great advantage for the kids.
The Broncos are coming off a 2-7-1 2013 season. While those numbers aren't that flattering, it was enough to get the Broncos into the playoffs for the first time in their 7-year history, an important building block for the franchise.
I think it gives them a kind of a stepping stone. They see what we can do, and you know, there's games in that season. You know, we didn't end with a great record. We were 2-7-1, and we made the playoffs. But you know, we can be. Typically, if everything goes right, we could be a 6-4 team. That's what we're kind of gunning for this year.
Broncos begin their season July 26th at Hillside against the West Shore Rebels.